My brothers and sisters were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love. For the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one commandment: love your neighbor as yourself. Galatians chapter 5, verse 13 to 14. On the hills between Ebui and Brekuso in Equiapem South District is a village called Adenkrebi.
International School. One time, any of your top of the small, and that's area. Tamaka shot out, one bar, 1 hour, tobacco syrup. General with you. What tower lamb, get a little to cook. What tower, if I school, skip is young. What's rackets in your beam of walk and no one by a no by a grandmother, because let manale. Shop position mobile. No way for make a policy. As my no here, the mother is about 5 years or 5-6 years. Here the more Roman with Ben. Naturally, live to be natural. That was
wow.
No what one and
wow.
So there's a lot more 50 more. I used to sound worse. Radiant sound worse. What else one tower and not to live back in.
Wow.
So when you're not in my work.
Wow.
You can't imagine when you're quite elected.
Now, do a lot of
so many things. Washing, different. Very fast teacher.
Okay.
What wine cook memory?
Okay.
Some fried. So what they could mark was not any. If you are doing a local salary, I want to let it not one next house. You can't soon in Latin say back. Then the mad jump about the shan. I see the lesson quite big. You all let me let joy.
Out of this land arose a lady, Mrs. Dorcas DADZIE.
Dorcas grew up in Ghana, Accra, and partly in a village. I was born in Accra, Kukumemle to be precise. I lived in pig farm, in a family house with my aunties, uncles, and my grandmother, and my daddy, and my mother. When I was a child, when I was around 9 years, I found myself in a village. 9-10 years, 83, when there was huge hunger. So I realized that I was in a village. My mom brought me to my grandparents. My mom was heavily pregnant by then with our last brother. May his soul rest in peace. But my mom left me to live with my grandparents. So I went to school in the village. Adenkrebi was my village.
Iban school ya ko aba otine ona nike alba school ne yo e ho wo fego de gbeke yuwe eleni keka ke eleni mani no kwa ni so e de gbe ka afi spelling bee question no ba bi e ba bo mo da ke si e ba spelling ke e ba topo e ba bo mo da ke si e ba bo e mo da ke si sani spelling ko ni ke ko me ni yo tue bi o do ka say e bombe be ni e school e bi e ni e dinu ko le back me bi ana because that was the sports we was supposed to be my dad far. We had to find again. A sure a camp. I guess in the room in school. Well, apparently, this school now. If what I hate, now can I apparently can school a bubble.
That's the DOCAS. School yarn here. School yarn here, the class for. I look at them here. What? It was no one to listen. Yeah, no one that look at future. It was hardly near full of them of working. They not again. Yet, local yen. That is school get a bash and shall back a bar. We have never homework play of the last year, never free homeworks. After that, you will only be 50 nanny to you. The work at this spa. Get back, never 5 hours, do back in the great thing. The war, a school yard, say, modern volleyball, a body you won't pull your leg. Yet, you need casino can often, I don't quite even want the
And as a city child coming to the village, I saw the big difference. You know, there was no light, there was no electricity, there was no pipe, no good drinking water. So we have to walk kilometers to go and get water and see yourself with one bucket of water on your head. And my grandparents were so wonderful to us. I have a very beautiful picture living in the village with them. They were very protective of me. They were very caring. I had a very good care of my grandparents. May their souls, beautiful souls, rest in perfect peace. Until I was around 15 years and my mom asked for someone to bring me back to the city. So I was brought to Osu to live with my mom. Because by then, my mom and dad were separated. So my dad was at Big Farm and my mom was at Osu. So I was brought to my mom. And being the elderly or senior sister, I stepped in to support my mom, to take care of my younger siblings. So I became like a junior mother to my younger siblings at a very early age. I found myself supporting my mother in everything, like in cooking and all that. That one is normal, you know. And I also found myself selling bread in front of our house, frying eggs, making Milo and tea, you know. That's those Ghanaians know what I'm talking about. In front of our house in the evenings. Pack everything off like 10:30. Sleep, and then in the morning I go to school. Things were difficult, but I was supportive. And one thing I knew was to keep myself, to try my possible best not to get pregnant at that teenage age, because I saw struggle around me. Our family house in Osu was a chamber in the whole room, a living room, and then a small living room, and then a bedroom. And my aunties, I had like 3 aunties sleeping in that same room.
I told me Mary Kayana, Lady Dorcas, Lilekaja Labadi Ajima. Come point here, many money 20-25 years. I found Lady Dorcas a jibum, a small boom. Can you look of you small make of wash? Wash, Nkele Mission, Akamuke, B. Get the mutual name, Baby, Baba, Fanny, Rabbi Ye, Kebuna, Kebaka, Bonte, Lake, and Maya Slash. A jibbomoke hamiwa. Me won't small in Fonshi. I won't cash it beneath the Bafango. If I'm going, she may Fonshi. Pay me a woman, my Jom. It try me, it be me bonny young.
I told me Millicent na Milisampa. Nke Lady Dorcas DADZIE hishi Labadi. Ni Lady Dorcas jimu koni small pomo. Enya mofia mohi. Ke lebopo ke nabue eke bofite ya ke nyemi aloe mami. Nkele ke mami ke nyeme fe hishi la. Ni mami fe wo fe kumi. Lady Dorcas said, Elia Kamene Bonnie, Bofen Bonnie Bana Boekabofi and Yemi. A ham monopi, a Jew a tree me. Get where dampo, a badgy and habo. Lady Dorcas, wa men baba o, Nibi baba o, Gino nefe, mi crapo mfita heko, e wami aune, wabi olulu. E wa Lady Dorcas Jimu konika di a benke boy, o sure hida.
So the living room, I had my small bed. In our small living room, I had a bed, and I used some curtain to divide the space. So that was where I was sleeping. I had my own corner. And one thing that was so important for me at that time was not to get pregnant and make things worse. So it's like my eye were so open not to put myself in a situation to make the situation that I'm living in worse than it is. So I was selling, I was helping, I was selling, and I was, mind you, I was beautiful, slim, young, tall, and slim. One thing that was important for me was not to put myself in a family way that will make my mother's situation worse than it was. So I helped, I support. After secondary school, I went to computer training school. That was the time that the computer training courses started. I went to secretariat schools. I went to JE Kakra. Then I went to Sakiado Sukakra. So this is around 96, 97. And I completed in 98. And got a job with the com center. I was not paid. That's where I met Moses, my brother Moses. Brother Moses is now in the United Kingdom. Uncle Moses, God planted you on my journey. God bless you too. I met Brother Moses there with the paper. He was coming to paste it. It was a paper of them looking for, they were looking for a 2-week secretary for just 2 weeks to replace, to take a job. Their secretary was on leave, Auntie Jennifer. God bless you too, Auntie Jennifer. Because somebody said, "We call leave and I'm maybe a PW share and can me Sweden." Until there be a mechanic, whoever God plants on your journey, be grateful. So Auntie Jennifer was on leave for 2 weeks, and then Brother Moses wanted a secretary for 2 weeks, and I said, "This is my job, please." And he said, "Come to our office on Monday." I went home, I was so happy. I went to PW and I got the 2 weeks job, and I did it perfectly. I remember the white man, and then Camerford asked me, "Can you do the job?" I said, "Yes, sir." But then I didn't know, I had done Excel, but I've not worked in Excel. And then when I came out, I remember my sister, truly beautiful sister today, Auntie Charity, I told her that the man said I would work in Excel. She said, "No problem, sister, I will guide you." So that's where we connected, me and Sister Charity. And I did the work nicely, and I went home after the 2 weeks. By then, I was having this yam phone, you know, the Nokia 3310 or 33 something, yeah. And then I had a call again after some time from that same company where they said the general manager was asking if I could come. I said yes, and I rushed to PW. And that's when they had the Kotuka project, you know, the Kotuka runway, the Kotuka statue. When they had to take off the Kotuka statue and do the runway, extend the runway, they had a project there for like 2 years. So the man asked me, "Would you want to work with us?" I said, "Sir, me, I'm already working with you." He said, "We have a project at the airport. Do you want to go?" I said, "Yes, I'm already there." I was so happy. I was so excited. So that was why I got PW again. No certificate was asked. No degree was asked. But a year then, how did I get it? Because of effort, because of pushing.
We took time to speak to some of her colleagues at work about her and to know about the environment in which she worked.
I'm Charity. I'm a friend to Lady Dorcas, DADZIE. She is a friend and a former colleague. Our friendship began when she joined PW Ghana Limited. She was the secretary to our general manager then. She was a hard-working, worked diligently, and a team player. She's good to all. She's a nice person, and she's been good to me and my family.
My name is Benes Marty. Currently working with the PW Ghana Limited. I've known Lady Dorcas Kwanzaa for the past 25 years when she was employed as a personal secretary to the general manager. I know her to be hardworking, punctual, respectful, and all the attributes that makes somebody to work with. She's loving, and hardly do we find any fault about her in terms of working with us. When she was even leaving, we found it difficult even to accept her resignation. Nevertheless, we have to give her a chance to look for a greener pasture. She's loving with her family, with everybody that we come in association with.
Hi, my name is Anneli Kristola. I'm a student at Dorcas classes for the Union. And I just wanted to say that Dorcas truly is one of the most inspirational women I have ever met. She leads her class with so much warmth and compassion, and she's willing to share her own deep knowledge and personal experience in a way that awakens your own curiosity. And as she said it herself, it's that curiosity that brought her this far in life. She has like a natural talent to engage you to share your own thoughts and ideas in a very welcoming and fun environment. Dorcas immediately feels like a friend because she truly wants you to rise to her own level and even beyond. She shares her flame because she knows that the more knowledge she can spread, the more brighter we all will shine.
Hej, mitt namn är Monica Lundahl Dahlberg och jag är kollega med Dorcas DADZIE. Vi sitter sidan om varandra här på sektion 4 kommunal. Dorcas har lärt mig hur man håller medlemsutbildningar. Hon tog mig under sina vingar på den tiden och jag är evigt tacksam för detta, och medlemsutbildningar och många andra utbildningar brinner Dorcas för. Hon är duktig och pedagogisk. Så jag är glad av allt det jag fått lära mig av Dorcas. Sen vet jag att Dorcas brinner mycket för medmänsklighet och för att hjälpa barn, ungdomar och kvinnor, speciellt i Ghana där hon är född och uppvuxen. Så jag vill bara av hela mitt hjärta säga tack Dorcas för att jag har fått lära känna dig. Och tack Dorcas för att jag har fått komma på dina fester där jag har fått lära känna en helt annan kultur än vad jag är van vid, som är född i Sverige och uppvuxen i Sverige. Så av hela mitt hjärta tacks, och jag önskar dig all lycka till i framtiden.
We also spoke about how a young lady can also help herself out using her own experience as an example.
I followed a friend to one salon. Rosemary is the name. That salon was at Roman Ridge. Rosemary is the name. She had a salon in the house. Rosemary, God bless you, okay? If you see this video, or anyone that sees this video anywhere, please. Rosemary is the name. She moved later from Roman Ridge to around the Tesano areas. I want to thank this lady. I want to tell her God bless you for that change that you made in my life. For a period of time, I was with Rosemary. What happened? I followed a friend to her salon, and after making the hair of my friend also, I realized that she was alone. So then I asked her if I could come by and help her. in the mornings. And she said, yes, you can come. So I found myself going to Rosemary every morning. From Pig Farm to Roma Ridge, you just cross the street and you get to Roma Ridge. And Rosemary will receive me. She will leave her salon to me. She'll go to her shop and shopping and all that. And I'll be cleaning there and all that. And Rosemary will feed me. I tell Rosemary, I'm shower. And not knowing by cleaning the salon and seeing what she was doing, not knowing I was learning something. So I realized I had learned something. But then one day she said, well, Dorcas, I'm going to move from here. I said, oh, auntie, you are leaving? She said, yes, I have to go back to my father's house. So she was moving to that Tesano place. I couldn't join her because I don't have transportation from Pig Farm every morning to that place. So it was like my contract with her has just ended. She left. You know what? Because I learned something whilst being around her. When she left, I found some small table in our house at Pig Farm. I found some rollers and some small thing. I don't know how this thing even happened. Before I realized I was a hairdresser. With my beautiful cousin, now a very big entrepreneur in Ghana, Juliet Chate Glover, Jules Kitchen. She's my beautiful cousin. She was my apprentice. She was very young. I remember my age. She was very young then. And you see, seeing her today as a big entrepreneur as she is today, and Yami Mama, because at that time she was around 7 years or 8 years, and Naki was around 8 years, and yeah, if I'm not lying, around 8 years or 10 years. And this girl will stand by me. She will go and look for clients. She will go and look for people to come and make their hair. We don't have anything, but we will make the hair. You know, those times they had this hair net. You put the hair net on the hair and you pick the hair. Then you finish. You say you have made finger waves and all those things. We were doing that, and then people will come and then we will do. They will go and work on the sun, and then later we will get some money to support the young ladies, support young women, support a girl child. We help them to shape their lives. Help them stand on their feet, be empowered, so that they will not be abused. So no one will be used for sexual pleasure. I worked hard to avoid it. And that is why I want to stand and help many young girls out there to avoid it. Because when you are motivated to do the right thing, you will avoid the wrong things in life. This is the reason behind Give to Life Charity Organization. I fought through the darkest spots in life. And I want to use my strength to help many young girls out there that want to be saved, that want to help themselves. So join me. Let us empower our women, our young women, our young girls to be on their feet. And if you're a young lady listening to me now, please close your legs. Make that decision that you don't want to bring any child into this world that will suffer. Make that decision, and trust me, you can make it.
Religion is pure and undefiled before God, and the Father expects to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. James chapter 1 verse 27.